I'm David Beers of Beers & Gordon. What are the most important steps that you could take right after a car accident? First and foremost, make sure that yourself and your passengers are as healthy as can be expected from what has just occurred. Remember, on your injuries, many times you may feel like you're not feeling like you had an injury, but you're in a state of shock or in surprise, and these injuries may show up later when you've actually had medical treatment. Second, after you've assured the safety of everyone within your vehicle, check with the safety and health of the motorists that may have been involved in the crash with you.
The next thing you want to do, if you can, is to check to see if you're at a point of safety. If you're not, you may need to move the vehicles off the road. If it's like a rear end accident, you can move the vehicles off the road probably right away, get to a point of safety, then get out of your vehicle. If it's not a rear end accident, if you can get out safely, you may want to, and here's why. Let's say that the accident happens as a sideswipe accident between two vehicles. The problem is you want to document where the accident took place, what lane it took place. If it took place in your lane, you want to be able to prove that. The only way you're going to be able to prove that is to get out before you move the vehicles, document where the vehicles were, where the collision took place, and maybe even where the debris in the road was. So sometimes, depending on the type of accident, you may want to get out right away, again, if it's safe to do so. Otherwise, get to a point of safety before you get out of the vehicle.
It's important that you call 911 to be sure that law enforcement and medical treatment is available and on its way to assist.
Sometimes the officers can't get there, or you need to go for some reason at an accident scene. Officer can't make it because there's a lot of other accidents happening. It might be a rainy day, or there's a delay once one person has to get to work. If that's going to happen, you want to exchange insurance information. But another thing you want to do, and sounds odd, the one thing I'd say you want to do is you want to get the other person to admit if they're at fault. Because we've had instances many times where people say at the scene, the person said, "It's my fault, I'll take care of it." They exchange insurance information. And then what happens later is they find out the person calls their insurance company and says, no, the accident didn't happen that way, and I'm not at fault. And my client's sitting there saying, well, they told me at the scene I was at fault. Had they just grabbed their cell phone and said, I know this is weird, but if you really need to leave, we have to exchange insurance information. I'm just going to take a quick video with you admitting you're at fault. I've had clients do that, and it's a great evidence when we get into it with the insurance companies on who's at fault. I can show them the video and say, your client actually admitted at one point that you were at fault. The last thing you probably want to do after the accident, after you've cleared the scene and you feel good enough to leave, if you leave on your own or if you have someone come to the scene with you, is call the insurance company and potentially call an attorney. You would want to call an attorney if you've been injured in the accident, or more importantly, if you have questions about how things are going to proceed after an accident. So it'd be great to call an attorney, talk to them about how they can help and the questions they may be able to answer for you. If you actually talk to an attorney, they're going to be able to answer a lot of questions on how personal PIP works, it's called PIP, or they're going to explain how property damage works and other issues with an accident. So those are the things that we would recommend at Beers & Gordon that you do after an accident.